But does she know the ring?
And a pro also, not only the wrestling ring, but she actually has 6 years of experience in the Army Cadets. She has a track and field gold medal and a javelin gold medal. What does this woman not do? That's my question.
Well, I don't know about you, but what's her KD ratio in comp?
I don't think she plays that at all, but here comes the Posh Princess, Kiara, from the United Kingdom. Maybe the flag is a dead giveaway, is that so?
I might say that she's from the UK, but I couldn't tell.
Union Jack on display right there as the Posh Princess makes her presence known to Hamina here tonight. Let's see what Kiara has in hold for us. Aliss Ink is known as a champion all around Europe in both of her home country of Sweden, as well as being the women's champion in Denmark for Body Slam.
You know, and she doesn't wear shoes in the ring, so I know that she's going to have some fans all over the world.
And she's already made her presence known around the world as she's already wrestled in quite a few countries. Japan, for example. Ain't that something?
That's incredible. I've never been to Japan, but I've heard it's a country of all time.
Scandinavian Dragon, as she calls herself, and she is a sight to behold indeed. I've seen matches of her, and I'm very excited to see her go against Kiara here tonight.
It's going to be a barn burner of a match today.
And Posh Princess Kiara saying that she stinks. And that's some way to put it. Anyway, we have the ring bell here. Look at that. Already going for a high kick. If that would have connected, that might have been it for Kiara.
It sure could have been. Aliss Ink knows what she's doing.
And like said, Aliss Ink is one of the top female stars in the business here today. She actually wrestled in Stardom in Japan. I just remembered that.
I know 100% about what you were talking about, Simon. Now, back to the ring.
A collar elbow lock up in the middle of the ring right now. Kiara going for a headlock. Pushing Aliss Ink down. I think there's a little bit of a height difference between them. Kiara being the taller one out of the two, but Aliss Ink definitely not losing that by a lot. And look at that. Posh Princess Kiara already grabbing a fistful of hair right there from Aliss Ink. Into a arm wringer right there, wrist lock. Look at that, the Scandinavian Dragon. Look at the agility of this one as she's fighting her way out of the Princess's hold right there. I don't think Kiara knows what she has up against her right now.
That was a punch in the face with a lot of extra steps, but she did that very convincingly.
Another collar elbow lock up, and Aliss Ink with a headlock takeover, taking down Kiara to the mat. And Kiara.
Look at that kip
scissors right there. Kip up by Aliss Ink with a rear waist lock. High action right now, fast-paced action, mind you. Aliss Ink up in the air, and look at that, a head scissor takedown by the Scandinavian Dragon. Goes for a spinning kick, and like said, if those connect, they will definitely take the head off of Kiara here tonight.
Kiara's no slouch, though. She gave her a club to the back and slammed her down with authority.
You can't see her panicking at all. Maybe she should at this point, as she's now on the shoulders of Aliss Ink, who takes her down with a sort of a Death Valley driver. Goes for a beastly knee drop onto the sternum. Kiara rolling out of the way just in the nick of time, though.
Is Aliss Ink a red belt, or is that just for decoration?
If I'd have to say, she's probably a black belt at this point. All those tattoos across her body and all that movement inside the ring. Color me impressed as Aliss Ink flies through the ropes, taking down Kiara. Look at the action on hand right now, Dave.
Is that a brick or a wood floor? Either way, it's not going to feel good laying on.
And face first into the corner post goes Aliss Ink. Full steel onto the side of the head, and Kiara follows it up with a kick. Look at the confidence of Kiara as she goes up against Aliss Ink. If I was in the ring, I would be panicking all over.
Yeah, I'm sure you would be. But Kiara's a pro.
2 count by Domi, referee Dominika Medvedeva. Aliss Ink still able to kick out. Mind you, this is not a title match, but we are seeing 2 champions of the business inside the ring right now.
Most certainly we are. Clubbing blows from Kiara.
Kiara asserting her dominance over Aliss Ink, maybe a little too soon for that, because the matchup is only beginning.
You think she's going to run out of steam?
That might very well be. But right now, Kiara with a snapmare and an elbow across the sternum. taking down Aliss Ink and control the Posh Princess from Britain, Cambridge University.
Putting on the horse bits.
Whipping the face of Aliss Ink. And a snapback, taking her over. Goes for a pinfall. 1, 2. 2 count only.
Yeah, Kiara's gonna need to slow the pace down a little bit. She might blow herself up, in the sense that she runs out of gas, isn't able to keep up this high pace fighting for very long.
Aliss Ink still seems to be feeling the effects of that ring post, with her face meeting it full force. And now Irish whipping Aliss Ink from the ropes as Kiara lays a vicious clothesline across the sternum of the Scandinavian Dragon, who is now gasping for air from the canvas. Picking her up from the canvas, flop to the back.
Yeah, Aliss Ink is really going to need to come up with some offense here. She's on the ropes figuratively and literally, and she's going to suffer the consequences of that and maybe lose this match if it continues.
And the Posh Princess using the ring ropes for her help. Illegal move put together, and referee Dominica, of course, admonishing her for that. Goes for a stomp on the face, but look at that. Aliss Ink quick to take her legs from out underneath her with a trip. And now off of the apron, goes for a crossbody, but Kiara picks her up easily from the air. Is she gonna slam her in the ring apron? I thought she was gonna body slam her all across that wooden floor, but luckily that wasn't the case.
Not so brutal, but she certainly ate a face full of ring apron, and that's not gonna feel nice either.
Back inside the ring now, both of the competitors. 1, 2. Kiara going for those continuous pinfall attempts over Aliss Ink, which will definitely take a lot of strength out from the Scandinavian Dragon. Good strategy in that case.
Most certainly, and Kiara's going for this Irish whip, a strong one. See, that's where the size advantage comes in. Just a few inches in height means a world of leverage, and Aliss Ink is going to need to figure out a way to come back into this fight.
Kiara eats a back elbow and a donkey mule kick from Aliss Ink. Here comes the Dragon, ducking under, and a front drop kick, toppling down Kiara to the ropes, and here comes Aliss Ink with a drive-by kick to the side of Kiara's head. She must be out of it right now. What is Aliss Ink doing now? Goes to the audience for some beverages, refreshments, power-ups.
Something like that. And another drive-by kick straight to the face.
Up on the top rope right now. Is the Scandinavian Dragon gonna fly across the air? What do we have coming right now? Kiara slow to get up. Here comes Aliss Ink. Spinning crossbody, but Kiara ducking under, so Aliss Ink doesn't connect and ends up eating a big boot from the Posh Princess. 2, and almost a 3 count for Kiara, but still, Aliss Ink is still in this fight.
Aliss Ink she's taking a lot of damage. That's just the case of her. She's not doing enough to win this match, and Kiara looks like she's going to come out on top of it, but there is still time, and Aliss Ink is going to need to figure out what to do now.
And a headbutt from the Posh Princess. Maybe not the Posh move that you would think of, though.
See, they always say that these Posh people are the most brutal, and it seems to be the case for Kiara at the moment.
Joking Aliss Ink with her boot in the corner, and now playing coy with the referee. I'd say that Dummy is not the one you want to mess around with.
Not at all. Dummy is the last person in that ring that I would mess with at all. But look at this. A face wash on the ropes with the count of 4. Kiara had to break the hold.
Aliss Ink feeling the effects of that ring rope right now. I'd say that it has been a 50-50 match so far, but right now it seems like Kiara is taking control with a leg drop over Aliss Ink. Goes for a pinfall. The Scandinavian Dragon still in this fight though, kicking out before the count of 3. Who will be the winner of this matchup, Dave?
Kiara looks besides herself right now. She doesn't really understand how she didn't win that match right there.
Maybe losing that Posh shade of hers, because the frustration is definitely beginning to show. Now as Aliss Ink by the hair, and the Scandinavian Dragon Aliss Ink with some blows to the midsection with that Muay Thai background of hers. And look at that, grabbing the hair once again. Referee Dummy is not going to be taking a whole lot of this anymore. She might even disqualify Kiara.
That could be the case, but I don't think Aliss Ink wants to win the match that way. We're going to have to see. And look at that spear.
And a nasty collision with the heads coming together, coming down from that. Well, Kiara doesn't seem too affected, but Aliss definitely ate a brunt of that strike right there.
Yeah, they're both laid out, so the count to 10 is going to begin. Referee already at the count of 4, it seems. We're going to have to see who rises to their feet first and is able to continue the match.
Aliss Ink on her knees already, so is Kiara. Both having trouble getting up from the canvas after that vicious knocking of the heads right there. And now look at them both. Antlers into each other. Kiara going for an uppercut. Here comes Aliss Ink with some heavy strikes to the side of the Posh Princess's face, and a big one to cap it off. It still continues on Kiara. Spinning back elbow, kick to the sternum, off of the ropes once again, and an enziguri taking down the Posh Princess. Look at the fire of Scandinavian Dragon Aliss Ink.
You got to think that Aliss Ink is making up for lost time here. After taking all that punishment earlier in the match, she's certainly dealing it out now.
Off of the ropes with a Rey Mysterio-like move and following it up with a roundhouse kick. 1, 2, will that be it? No, Kiara still able to kick out. Look at the ladies' action inside the ring right now. This has had to be one of the best ladies' matches we have seen in Slam Wrestling Finland thus far, Dave.
Most certainly, it's been a barn burner. They're both a house of fire. Everything is burning down, but we're going to have to see how this concludes. Aliss Ink looks like she's getting ready for something fierce right now.
Stomping the canvas and kicking a knee lift to the midsection of Kiara. Kiara ducking under and reversing, kicking her across the back and the sternum as well, and down goes the Scandinavian Dragon.
The fans are not happy with this development. They're not happy to see Kiara going to the top rope. What's Aliss Ink going to respond with?
And up from the canvas out of nowhere is Aliss Ink. Look at that surprise kick onto the side of Kiara's head. Now on the second rope, maybe going for a suplex from the second rope. Trying to get Kiara up. Kiara is fighting back now. Blows to the back of Aliss Ink. And a headbutt to follow up with it. Down goes Aliss Ink. Kiara now on the top rope. What do we have coming here from the Posh Princess? She's setting up a top rope move. Slowly making her way to the leg, goes for an elbow drop off of the top, but out of the way rolls Aliss Ink with a roundhouse kick. Kiara ducking under, picking her up on her shoulders right now. Aliss Ink rolling into a pin. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. The match just keeps on going.
Kiara seemed to have been playing possum with that roll up there. She didn't really allow for Aliss Ink to breathe just for a second after falling off the top rope.
And the Scandinavian Dragon with a release German suplex, taking Kiara down with a roundhouse kick to the back of the head. Good night, Kiara. Here we have the pinfall. 1, 2, and free, the winner of this match from Sweden, the Scandinavian Dragon Aliss Ink.
An incredible performance by both competitors. Kiara has nothing to be ashamed of. These two took it to the limit, and they took the audience along with them.
What a fantastic bout by these two fighting Valkyries. The winner right there, Aliss Ink and Kiara. Still not sure if that was a victory or not, but yes it was. Aliss Ink is the winner of this one. She might have lost a 2. That's what it looks like to me.